Hello and welcome back to Let's Play the Talos Principle 1. Last time we finished World 1 and entered the Temple of Elohim. I guess that's what this place is called. I'm assuming this is a hub world of sorts. So it's a big temple. We have portals leading to different worlds. Here's a walled off section, as well as here. I wonder if we are getting tools to break these walls down. We'll see. Oh, I see. Ah, so this, I get it now. This hub world, that's what's called World A. And we finished World A1. So I guess if we hadn't done the two last puzzles, then these would still be visible here. So we have A1, A2, A3, A4, and all the way to 7, each having different puzzles. So this implies the existence of World B as well. I wonder how many there are. We'll find out in due time. So we have 2 pieces we need, 2 out of 4. So we can't open that yet.
There are mysteries in my garden, hidden roads and secret gates. If you dedicate yourself to understanding them, you may join the host of messengers.
I see. This reminds me of Super Mario 64. Okay, so here we can see which pieces give us access to which, I don't even know what to call these yellow parts. In any case, it'll be revealed soon enough, I guess. Let me just check out these different signs. Ah, here we have 2 stars. Well, I don't know what that means, but yeah, let's just continue with World 2. And yeah, Elohim said that there are secret passages, so I'm guessing that's a hint for us to keep our eyes peeled. Onwards to World 2.
Let this be our covenant. These worlds are yours, and you are free to walk amongst them and subdue them. But the great tower, there you may not go. For in the day that you do, you shall surely die.
So I'm guessing, Elohim is an AI of some sort, and he's based on the Bible, obviously. The tower probably refers to the Tower of Babel, and he's saying we can't go there, which is reminiscent of the story of Adam and Eve and the forbidden fruit. So let's see. I don't know what this place is, and nor it seems does anyone else. Nothing to do but move forward and note whatever I find. Sheep v69.1.0053. So here we have a puzzle. But before we do any puzzle rooms, let's explore the open area a bit. World 2 is definitely a lot bigger than World A1. I'm looking for QR codes. Oh, and there's an island over there. Can we swim? Oh no, I totally missed what he was saying. The text went by too fast. I guess I can play it back later. Jade, oh, you thought I stopped playing? No, I'm primarily making a Let's Play for YouTube, so I might stream longer than one section on YouTube, and I just edit the videos before I upload them. So no, I'm still streaming, but I ended the first episode for YouTube just then. It can be a bit confusing, I understand. I try to remind people each time, but I guess I'll experiment a bit with OBS and maybe have a better intermediate screen up, so that people know what's going on. Let's see, I sort of want to explore the ruins around here first before I do any puzzles. Yeah, that was the island I tried to go to the other time. So we can see 2 islands and we can't swim, I guess. There was a little bit of a glitch there. Guess we'll learn about it. And here's another terminal. Let's check it out. Loading library session done. Mounting local disks failed. Unrecognized error detected. Guest at unknown. List. Library archive is currently unavailable, while system resources are redirected to handle incoming network messages. Use the access COM portal command to access network functions. Access COM portal. Connecting network drives. Error. Network inaccessible. 75639 encountered unknown errors. Run MLA troubleshooter? Yes. Loading Milton Library Assistant, done. Initiating plain language interface, done. Support session opened. Hello guest, is there something you'd like help with today? About Milton Library Assistant. I guess we read this before, I guess. Yeah. Troubleshooting. I think you'd like help accessing network functions. The most common cause of network problems is holding insufficient account privileges. Please enter the admin password to authenticate your privileges. So, QWERTY, God, let me in, trust no one, admin. I'm guessing it is admin, but let's try the other ones first. QWERTY. Checking password. Admin password incorrect. God. Incorrect. Let me in. Incorrect. Login aborted. Too many failed attempts. Would you like to create a new admin account? Oh, so I'm guessing none of them work. In order to prevent unauthorized access to admin controls, please take a moment to prove you are not a bot. Loading certification program. Certification program loaded. You will now be asked a series of inputs. To cohere with data protection legislation, you must consent to have your responses used to develop a broad psychometric profile. Raw response data will be deleted immediately. Your profile will only be made available to other administrators. Generating certification part 1. Part 1 ready for user input. Please complete all fields. Please answer quickly and instinctively. Time is a factor in this assessment. Begin certification program. I'm guessing the game lies to me. I don't think time is a factor. But we'll see. 3, 2, 1. 2 plus 2, 4. What is your subjective reaction to this image? Content. Question 3 of 4. What best describes a person? A human being, a citizen, a being of negative entropy, a rational animal, a problem-solving system. Okay. I guess a person is not necessarily a citizen, a person is not necessarily rational. A person is an animal. A person is definitely a human being, but personhood could encompass more than that. A being of negative entropy, a problem-solving system. So I'm trying to answer as truthfully as I can. I mean, negative entropy doesn't make sense. Well, no, let me correct that. In a closed system, it makes sense. But I mean, it's the second law of thermodynamics, which has a lot of different, how do you say it? Different. It has a lot of different ways of being expressed. You can use the engine description of it, I guess. But basically, you can't. I mean, if you generate negative entropy in a closed system, the excess heat has to go elsewhere. So, but anyway, a problem-solving system. I guess I'll say that. Question 4. You're walking through the desert and come across a thirsty traveler. His eyes from slow dehydration. You have water, but you're not sure how far it is to the next oasis. What do? Offer half the water, offer all the water, ignore him. Ask what you're doing in the desert. Kill him and collect his blood in a flask for later. Oh, I'm so tempted to choose this answer. But I'll go with what the game expects me to answer. Offer half the water. Part 1 of the certification process is now complete. You will receive a notification when Part 2 has been generated. Press any key to exit. Terminating support session. Resuming library archive session. Okay, here we have a couple of more files. Temp, error.log, web crawl. This is from the 30th of January 2019. The human machine.html. eparch. Year 0, I guess. 29th of June. Arg solutions. Yeah, let's do this in order. Error, cannot load archive, Milton John. Oh, we have a bunch of hex numbers. I'm tempted to put this into a translator and see what we get. We get ASCII codes, I presume, which we can put into an ASCII interpreter and see what this means. Anyway, that day I oft remember when from sleep I first awakened and found myself reposed under a shade of flowers, much wondering where and what I was, whence thither brought, and how. Error, unknown error. So this is a poem from John. Talos Principle 1, what was this file called? Error.log. Right, it reads, the road of excess leads. Okay, it's a little bit disjointed. Palace of Wisdom and something. Actually, I'll just paste this in chat. I think that'll work. There we go. thehumanmachine.html. Topic number 3. One day you discover that you are not a human being, but a machine. Your life so far was real. No one controlled you or programmed you to behave in some specific way. Your physical and mental capacities are identical to those of an organic human being, but you were created in a lab. No one except you knows about this. Your family, your friends, they all think you are a regular human being like themselves. You could continue to live your life the way you have before and nothing would change. How do you react? Pay specific attention to these questions. A. Does your concept of yourself change? Are you the same person you thought you were? B. Does your understanding of the world itself change? C. Do you reveal the information to others, or do you keep it to yourself? Why? 1500 to 2000 words. The 26th is the final deadline. No extensions will be granted. Submit via email or, and then hex numbers. I guess I'll look this up as well. Why not? thehumanmachine.html. Oh, it got cut off. There we go. So we can submit via email or to Crow Team on Facebook. argsolutions.yml. From Bob Rakowski, 208 recipients. Subject, Grarg. All these calm people are driving me mad. Have they all suddenly turned into Buddha or something? I didn't know the world had such reserves of serenity. Though these latter-day Gautamas are at least being somewhat realistic. You know what's even worse? Those paranoid nutters who are building bunkers and collecting guns. What are they gonna do? Shoot tanks? Shoot tanks, I guess? Shoot... I don't know. Though I have to admit, the overall response has been much better than I ever anticipated. To the point where I might be moved by the beauty of humanity if I wasn't such a grumpy old fart. This minority of total idiots is really messing up my final days. Anyway, the reason I'm writing this is because I refuse to believe in scenarios with absolutely no solutions. If we all put our heads together, we can figure something out. It'll be crazy, but crazy is better than dead. Crazy is what we do best on this planet. So Rob Rakowski, that's a name to remember, I guess. Probably learn about him. Exit. New text added to journal. Aha, so AO2 extras. These are what we find, I guess, outside the puzzle areas. Oh, I almost missed this QR code. It says nothing. Just for fun, I wonder if my phone can actually pick up this QR code. Let's find out. There are secrets everywhere, sometimes within our very words. I glimpse them, but my eyes cannot read them. How can this be? Uriel 4 version 48.2.1073F. Aha! So my phone can pick up these QR codes. I wonder if it's just a glitch that we can't see this, or if it's intended. I'm guessing it's intended. Let's see, let's just make a full circuit across this island. Make sure we don't miss anything obvious. Oh, and I forget I can sprint, of course. That makes this whole ordeal a bit faster. So we have another island in the distance, and this was the first island. And we have made our way or not across, but all around the island. So let's explore the main area. The puzzle section. And of course there was a terminal where we started. Let's of course use this as well. Searching for locally cached resources. So we have a bunch of new text files, and I guess the asterisk in front of each item tells us that we don't yet have these. So let's see. IAN.eml, and I'm guessing these dates don't mean much, I'm guessing. Well, let's check out the Talos principle.txt first. That's from 260 before Common Era. I'm curious. This is the namesake of the game after all. So let's see. Archive 260 BCE to F12. Stratton of Stragaera. Whether it is true that Daedalus constructed the giant Talos, or as others say, he was the creation of Hephaestus, what we may be certain of is that he was made of bronze and had but one vein, within which flowed a liquid substance like blood, which some claim was quicksilver and others assert was ichor, such as flows in the veins of the gods. The loss of that liquid caused him to die, as a man dies when he loses his blood. May we not then say that Talos, though created as a machine or a toy, had all the essential properties of a man? He moved of his own volition, he spoke and could be spoken to, had wishes and desires. Indeed, in the tale of the Argonauts, that was the cause of his downfall. If, then, a machine may have all the properties of a man, and act as a man while driven only by the ingenious plan of its construction, and the interaction of its materials according to the principles of nature, then does it not follow that man may also be seen as a machine? This contradicts all the schools of metaphysics, yet even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood. true enough. Stevie, going to lurk for a bit. Thanks for the stream, Professor. Thanks for the lurk, man. See you later. So yeah, this is quite interesting. I mean, I have no trouble conceptualizing people as machines, because for me a machine is simply something which can do work, and people can certainly do that. Now it remains to be seen if we are more than a machine. I have no clue, but we certainly are a machine. IAN.eml. From Frank Ngatai to Miles Ngatai, Dan Ngatai. Subject IAN. My first day at the Institute for Applied Pneumatics. On the way to work, I'm terrified. What if they don't like me? What if they're all geniuses and I'm a complete buffoon? Maybe they were just kidding about letting me work there. Trembling, I walk in, and right at the entrance there's a life-size poster of Jeff Goldblum. What the hell? Then I get it. Institute for Applied Pneumatics. IAN. Dr. Ian Malcolm from the Jurassic Park movies. Jeff Goldblum. Well, life finds a way, doesn't it? Let's see. Dr. Sarabai shows up, smiling. We were trying to find a cool acronym. Excuse me. Back when the institute was founded, she says. INAN, IAPN, INAPNO. It all sounded stupid, but we didn't just want to call it IAN because, well, that's a name. Then someone made a joke about calling it Jeff, and it kind of stuck. So we're officially called IAN, but if you hear anyone referring to Jeff, that's our internal name, I guess. I know, bloody geeks. After that conversation, I wasn't so scared anymore. So Institute for Applied Pneumatics. I'm guessing that's the study of meaning, isn't it? So let's see, athenaanalysis.html. User Alex16 added 4 notes. Note number 1. Novel's first sentence, she woke up in an impossible place, knowing nothing, signifies more than the beginning of another amnesia-based mystery, though we should not go so far as to read the entire work as allegory. Rather, while taking the science fictional numbers at the core of the narrative at face value, we should. Now I'm interested. I don't recognize these words. She woke up in an impossible place, knowing nothing. I intend to Google this as much as I can. Google these things. Well, the wiki doesn't say anything. It's probably fictional. Note 2. Having no inherent knowledge of the nature of the world, forced to rely on what we are told by others and what our own subjective, flawed, limited senses tell us, and then hex code, social reality, belief, and objective reality matter come into conflict. So let's see. We can just copy-paste this into the chat. Then we have it for posterity. So then it says... what's the difference here? Truth was the only daughter of time, which is from the notebooks of Leonardo da Vinci. Note 3. When, in chapter 16, a second awakening in the kingdom of Artemis, the protagonist questions her mentor on the note number 4. A more meaningful interpretation can only be achieved through synthesis of... So these are reviews of different works, I guess. And that's all the files we could download from that computer. So far each terminal has had 3 text files. So let's see. Let's move on to the puzzles. Oh! Aha, we have star here. So it certainly pays to explore it a little bit. But that means I need to figure out how to bring a jammer out here. So let's actually take some time to explore these ruins a bit. as Elohim said, his garden is full of secrets. We should take him at his word. But yeah, let's keep a mental of that star behind the barrier. Get back to it later. There are some glitches every once in a while. And now I'm curious what those mean. So I'm having a real blast. Oh, a coliseum of some sort, or an amphitheater.
When I was a little girl, one of our teachers, Mrs. Higgins, told us to make a time capsule, write letters to the future, so one day we could remember what it was like to be children. I thought it was stupid, so I didn't do it, which I really regret. So, I guess I'm gonna make one now, bury it in the archive instead of under a tree. I don't know if anybody will ever find it, but somehow it seems important to keep talking, to keep thinking, for as long as I can.
Ah, that was Alexandra, the project lead for an AI project. And that was a time capsule. Interesting. So either we are far in the future, or we're sort of in the present, but in a simulation. Let's see. I can't tell if the documents on the terminals are all that's left from a larger archive, or are carefully designed to communicate some hidden truth. Sheep with 69.1.0162. Another message from Sheep. Interesting. So I'm gonna speculate that... What the hell was that? Oh! What? There's a recording. Is that me? Let's follow it. No, I don't think this is me. I haven't been here before. Okay. Curiouser and curiouser. Now the game's got me hooked. I'm loving this. This is a great game. Yeah, I was gonna speculate that these QR codes we find with the different names, like sheep and things, they're other people or bots like us, I'm guessing. Oh, this is so much fun. So, well, obviously we can't bring any jammers out of these puzzle areas. So to be able to open the star barrier, we have to find a jammer out here somewhere. Ah, so that probably means we could also find a star in World A1. We'll have to go back there and see what we can find. And for next stream, I'll figure out a way to seamlessly Google things, so I don't spend so much time. Because I want to make that a feature of this playthrough. Being a completionist, seems only logical that we should have additional information on hand. Because, I mean, I don't view that as cheating, really, because I could manually input all these hex numbers into Google and get ASCII numbers and put those into an ASCII reader, but seems like a waste of time. At least while streaming, you know. Okay, we're back here, so that means we've hopefully explored much of these ruins. So then, let's... oh! I saw this time. The wall here is glitching. Interesting. Oh, this sign has fallen down. So this probably was a puzzle area before. Let's see. But it's deteriorated. I was hoping we could find a jammer in here. No such luck, it seems. Yeah, I think we've sort of thoroughly explored the ruins. Suicide mission. The first puzzle of World A2. Or at least the first puzzle we've attempted. So let's see, the turret is deactivated right now. Here is a jammer. I can't bring it out, of course. Let me just make doubly sure. No, of course not. So we have to find some other way to bring a jammer outside. So we should let this one out. That was stupid. So I'm guessing there are no penalties for failing a puzzle other than everything being reset. This puzzle is aptly named, I think, Suicide Mission. Okay. I'm beginning to think that's not the way to do it. Or do we have enough space to get... No, we don't. So if it first locks onto us... Oh, there's a switch. Aha. Which I'm guessing activates the turret, so let's be careful. Let's jam the turret. Flip the switch. Does the turret attack the sentry, I wonder? No, it doesn't. Ah, but the sentry destroys the turret. I see. That's handy to know. And we got the sigil.
Good. You are learning, as is your purpose. But your choices must be your own. Therefore, I will not guide you, unless it is necessary.
Yeah, no, I prefer to figure out my own puzzles. The door is locked. Interesting. A locked door intrigues me. Makes me really want to get past it. A locked door implies the existence of a key. So over here are two new sigils. Hall of Windows. Oh, this game is so much fun. So we can pass through here, but we can't take the jammer with us. So we'll do this. So I'm guessing it's just some of the walls are occasionally glitching out. Does that mean we can use the jammers to deactivate some walls? Anyway, we can jam this one. Ah, but then we're stuck here. So let's see. Let's jam this one, see what happens. Wait, what good did that do? Nothing, I think. Ah, and okay, I see. Well, then I need to... Ah, I can't bring this with me. That's the thing. Right. So I'll unjam that one. Ah, but then I can't. I see, right. So I need to somehow bring... No, wait. Ah, But of course, I need the very last one. So I'll bring this inside. Wait, I only have two. I only have two jammers. Let's see. I only have two jammers. This one I can't bring with me because of the barrier. Wait. I think this is it. There we go. There's another sigil over this way. Let's see. There's the star. There's the amphitheater. Here we go. The guards must be crazy. But that's quite funny. There's a very good movie called The Gods Must Be Crazy, which is a very funny movie. I watched it years ago. I should rewatch it. It's a long movie too, I guess. And I forget, I don't remember if it's split up into different parts or not. But I think it was, wasn't it? And then I guess it's a highly recommended movie. So let's see, we got this jammer. Yeah, we need it here, we can't... Well, we can bypass it. Or we can just play it safe. And keep it frozen. Yeah, so we definitely need both jammers to open the oh, damn it. Ah, so this is about timing. I see. The guards must be crazy indeed. I love how the puzzles like each teach you some gameplay mechanic. Remind me of a Portal does puzzles. Okay, I'm gonna play this one safe. Ah, and I need to think about the timing. So I want... this sentry to... Oh, I need to be fast. Here we go. Nothing to it. So I noticed each time you finish a puzzle, a gate unlocks to make the exit easier. These signs are a little bit confusing, but I think we've done well. The A is blinking, which means we have enough sigils to open a door in the main hub world, I'm guessing. Let me just explore a little bit more here, see if we missed any puzzles. I don't think we did, but the hub world will tell us, I guess. Ah, well, aha, I see. So when we pick the star will also be crossed out. Right. Learning more and more. So let me just take a quick look at the overview map. So we did all 3 puzzles in World 2. So let's see... let's figure out what we can use now. Don't have enough for this one, don't have enough for this one. But we do have everything we need here. That's good. Let's see. Well, this doesn't help us. Let's see. The long piece makes no sense to put here, because then we can cover up the left side, and same with this, so it has to be... And I mean, it's a 4x4 grid, it's symmetrical, so it doesn't matter which side I put this one down. Now let's see... If I put this here, then I can't place anything else. If I put this here, that doesn't make sense either. Well, we just need to mirror that configuration. How do we do that? Right, so I need this one here. This one here. No. Let me think about this. Let's put this down first. Then it solves itself. There we go. Anyway, this takes us to an elevator. Let's just explore this. Go to the sub-basement. Doesn't work. Interesting. Oh, we are at the sub-basement.
You have proven yourself worthy, child, and this gate shall be forever open to
Into the unknown, search for other lands.
you. Seek now the other worlds I have given you, that you may attain even greater mastery and bring glory to your kind. But remember, you must not ascend the great tower, for it shall bring death and the end of your generations.
Well, that's harsh. In any case, we finished World 2, so I think I will call it an episode. Let me just see... yeah, I can exit now, less than a minute ago. Well, we haven't been going for that long. I guess I will explore a little bit up here before we end the stream. We are still in the Overworld. We haven't gone into World 3 yet. I want to explore up here and then go down to the sub-basement. But yeah, let's explore a bit up here. We have an industrial-looking area. We can't get over here yet. Doesn't look to be anything over there. But I hear a terminal beeping somewhere. Attention, part 2 of the certification program has now been generated. Part 2 has been designed to test the consistency of some of your outlier responses in the previous round. You will be presented with a series of statements. Please indicate your agreement where appropriate. Begin? Yes, no. Yes, we will begin. I know that for psychological tests, where you have a lot of questions in a questionnaire, and I'm not talking about the kinds which take like 5 minutes to complete, but half an hour to an hour. There are subtly different questions which actually boil down to the same thing. and they're designed to test if you're answering truthfully, or if you just try to get through them as quickly as possible, and you can do statistical analysis on them. So this is sort of that. 3, 2, 1. Question 1. Since a person is merely a problem-solving system, we could in principle build a person out of bits of string and tin cans. So this actually does harken back to my answers. Broadly agree, broadly disagree. I think I will say disagree. I don't know about strings and tin cans. Your input has been accepted. Question 2. A person is under no authority other than that to which they consent. Broadly agree. Question 3. The quality of life of person ought to be maximized. Broadly agree. Question 4. Value is discovered. Broadly agree. I suppose so, he writes. Question 5. Persons deserve the talents they were born into. Broadly disagree, because, well, I mean, if you worked for it, then you deserve it, I guess, but if your genes determine your talents, then you didn't do anything to deserve it, so I broadly disagree. Question 6. The liberty of persons ought to be maximized. Broadly agree. Question 7. Value is created. Broadly agree. Thank you. The certification process is now complete. You will receive a notification when your user profile has been generated. Press any key to exit. So we have 2 more text files, one from 1912 Common Era and one from the 17th of April 2010. Athena12.txt. 12. The Council of Zeus. Hex numbers. The great bronze bulls pulled the carriage forward, mighty bursts of steam issuing from their nostrils. Finally they came to the gates at the top of the something. User set, a bunch of numbers. Here assembled were all the many generations of the gods and demigods and souls of mortals, steel and bronze and iron, and memory of flesh. The clouds parted far beneath, revealing the beautiful plains of Macedon, where great gleaming cities had once and then something. So let's see. This was Athena12.txt. So what I think I will do, I will actually just paste a link to the fandom wiki each time we come across these encrypted messages. So let's see. Ascend Olympus is the first bit of decoded text. User set Child of Zeus. Right, interesting. HIS1A Rome.html. UA, and then the same number. Professor Dr. Armin Hulock. The Fall of the Roman Empire, a Dialectical Approach. Caption: Homo sum humani nihil ame alenum puto. I don't know enough Latin to decode that. Let's see. I forget the name again. HIS1A Rome.html. Again, I'll just post a link in the chat. It's there for posterity. The Latin text in the caption translates to: I am human, and I think nothing human is alien to me. But interesting as such perspectives of the decline and ultimate dissolution of the Roman Empire may be, they ultimately put too much emphasis on individual catastrophic events. The real question that must be asked is why the Roman Empire, which had dealt with so many threats and catastrophes over the years, was so incapable of responding to these later problems. We must investigate the division of wealth, the structure of government, the location of power in Roman society. Had the Republic survived or been restored, would Rome still have fallen? What was the role of debt and slavery in creating the conditions for what we now call the Dark Ages? Rome, the saying goes, was not built in a day. It didn't fall in a day either. To register for the class, please email ampersand. Close. And that's that. New texts added. Oh, we have... we can re-listen to the time capsule. So let's see, we have Land A elevator. Right. Oh, look at that. That must be the tower. The forbidden tower that we're not allowed to climb. World C. Or I guess they're called lands. And here we have 4 QR codes. I don't think time obeys too many rules here, or so many rules we can't imagine. Clearly I'm writing this message after you all wrote yours, but maybe we're all here at the same time as well, at version 17.1.0065. The designer has granted me domain over the lands I have traveled, and with his sigils of power I will make this whole world my domain. 1w/faith version 10.1.132. Hey, he promised me the world as well. What a joker. Assassin 42, version 99.6.2437n. That message just materialized on the wall in front of me. Sheep, version 69.1.0499. Alright. This is the same map, World A. Or Land A, I should say. Will we just die if we walk down here? No, we can walk down here. What happens if we just walk into the distance?
In the beginning were the words, and the words made the world. I am the words are everything. Where the words end, the world ends. You cannot go forward in an absence of space. Repeat. In the beginning were the words, and the words made the world.
This was what happened first time I tried to swim out to that island. Alright, fine. I won't go down there. Let's see, World B, same sort of layout. We have 7 worlds, I guess they're called, in Land B. And there's a terminal. Now I understand. We have to find the sigils to unlock the land. Alright, let's check out the terminal. Loading library session done, not unlocked local disks. Right, first file is oxyrhynchus.html. The great irony of the, I gotta pronounce this correctly, Oxyrhynchus papyri is that such a vital source of information about the ancient world exists only because of a garbage dump. While the Library of Alexandria burned at the hands of fanatics and conquerors, depriving us of unimaginable insights into history, philosophy and art, the papers carelessly thrown away by the citizens of Oxyrhynchus survived to the modern day. I'm probably messing up the pronunciation. Anyway, and though it is true that a great deal of what we know today is because of the conscious efforts of individuals and organizations, such as the spectacular translation and preservation work done during the Islamic Golden Age, so much more is simply the result of coincidence and luck. We've lost texts that the ancients considered to be absolutely essential, while utterly trivial, even plagiarized, work has survived unharmed. And then Hex again. So if we want our descendants to remember more than glittering emo vampires and auto-tuned teen pop stars, we have to invest in make sure that something. Let's see. How do we write this? Oxy. There we go. So let's see. The decoded text reads. Life in death begins anew. And here's the corresponding entry in the fandom wiki. Book of Osiris.wiki. The Book of The Scribe of Osiris, sometimes also referred to as the Book of the Journey of Aru, the Journey to Aru, is an ancient Egyptian text discovered in the excavation of Oxyrhynchus. It has caused a certain degree of controversy among Egyptologists, as some argue that it is a classic funerary text, such as the Book of Coming Forth by Day, while others believe it to be a poetic work, not intended to be understood literally. The book tells the story of a dying man who asks a scribe about the afterlife. The scribe, a servant of Osiris, describes how the man's Ka, life force, will become separated from his Ba, personality, and how he will have to reunite the two and become an an Ak, living intellect, passing a series of trials in the Duat, underworld, in order to reach the paradise of Aru. Unlike similar texts, the Book of the Scribe of Osiris focuses less on giving advice or something. A recent study, Carnahan Hassan, suggests the text may have been intended as philosophical commentary on the world of the living through the allegory of the Duat. It remains unclear whether this was the intent of the original pre-Alexandrian author, or a result of the later translation into Greek. The earlier manuscript, which is considered to be more authentic, is too fragmentary to provide answers, though perhaps further excavation may something. And we have no hex text. New texts, and these are from Land B elevator. Logically enough. So let's check out Land C first, and then we'll have a look at the big tower. I'm just checking for QR codes. Oh, there's a station over there. Well, one thing at a time. Let's check out the Land C elevator. And I think I'll end the stream when we have exhaustively explored all of the overworld stuff. And my keen eye just spotted a QR code down here. I wish I could reach those islands in the distance, but it seems to be impossible at version 17.1.0071. Yeah, so we are not the first to try. So now we know there are QR codes everywhere, which makes me happy. I'm an obsessive explorer. I love exploring secrets in games. So let's see. Let's look inside world or Land C. Yeah, same kind of layout as the other lands. So every land has a terminal in front of it, it looks like. So we have Poet Arc 1667 Common Era, Poet Arc 1793 Common Era, Heaven Hell. Heaven.txt. The mind is its own place, and itself can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven. What matter where, if I be still the same, and what I should be, all but less than he, whom thunder hath made greater. Here at least we shall be free. The Almighty hath not built here for his envy, will not drive us hence. Here we may reign secure, and, in my choice, to reign is worth ambition, though in hell. Better to reign in hell than serve in heaven. Who's that again? I guess that's Milton as well. (1793) Common Era to F3922 William Blake. The ancient tradition that the world will be consumed in fire at the end of 6,000 years is true, as I have heard from hell. For the cherub with his flaming sword is hereby commanded to leave his guard at Tree of Life, and when he does, the whole creation will be consumed, and appear infinite and holy, whereas now it appears finite and corrupt. This will come to pass by an improvement of sensual enjoyment. But first the notion that man has a body distinct from his soul is to be expunged. This I shall do by printing in the infernal method, by corrosives, which in hell are salutary and medicinal, melting apparent surfaces away, and displaying the infinite which was hid. William Blake, collection, The Marriage of Heaven and Hell, document, and a bunch of numbers. Interesting. So this is from the land-sea elevator. Alright, now on to the... well, before we go into the tower, let's explore first and foremost around the tower. And we also saw this little research station, or what you might call it, back here. Ooh, this is a new type of gameplay element, and there's a star. I can barely see it behind the barrier. Doesn't seem to be much else going on here. Alright, let's see what this tower is about. This must be the tower we were warned about. Seems the upper levels are locked tight. Elohim is taking no chances that we stray from his path. Sheep version 69.1.0576. I think the first numbers of these signatures are the same, but the latter part are changing, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see, I'm guessing we can't get further up here, is my guess. Well, the elevator is open. Ah, and another one of these boarded up walls. The plot thickens. So let's see, there were some QR codes right here. The voice keeps speaking to me. I can't get it out of my head. It's wrong, it's all wrong. And then a bunch of nonsense. Version 0.0.0666N. Listen to me very carefully. I have climbed this tower, and no good has come of it. This world is the only world. Elohim's will continues eternal, and paradise is banishing all of this from your mind. Samsara, version 72.14.0028N. So Samsara, I believe, is the Hindu concept of escaping from the wheel of reincarnation, if I'm not mistaken. All who say they made it to the top are blatantly lying, or they would say what was there. Signed the dog, version 55.1.5744N. Alright, let's try to go all the way to the top. We can't. Level 5. Level 4, level 3, level 2, all these are black, so I guess we can only go to level 1.
Cannot detect location of primary subject. Query. Query.
Off the radar, a little curiosity never killed the cat. And the full phrase is actually, curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back.
Query.
Make of that what you will. Oh, a sphinx.
Is there anything that we associate more closely with intelligence than curiosity? Every intelligent species on Earth is attracted by the unknown. Our mythologies are full of riddles and mysteries and divine knowledge. Even the word apocalypse means revelation. It seems like our ancestors always imagined that, even at the very end, we would solve one last mystery.
So this opens up a new branch of sigils we need, simply titled 1, and of course we have none, so we can't do anything. So let's go down to level 0. Let's see how... Yeah, so the game auto-saves quite often, I'm guessing. So let's just make our way down to World 3, and we'll call it a stream when we get there. I'm fairly confident we have explored... Oh, we missed these two. The view from the top must be incredible at V17.1.0059. On returning from the tower, I feel a great tiredness and an enormous energy. What I now know disturbs me, but I hope that by living with this knowledge I might provide a shoulder for you, the giants of tomorrow. Signed, the Shepherd, version 82.2.0000. This is a new character, the Shepherd.
Where have you been, child? Remember, the great tower is not for you. Do not give up the hope of eternal life for the hollow promises of curiosity.
Oh, I will explore the top, don't you worry. So it seems Land A is Roman inspired, judging by these statues. Land B is Egypt inspired, looks like. And then Land C, I'm guessing European. Statues of angels. Oh, I'm having so much fun. I am loving this game. Now I'm even more stoked to be playing Talos Principle 2. From the people I know who've played it, they've said it's an excellent game. Alright, so let's enter world or Land 3, I should say. Well, actually, we should look for the star in World 1. Yeah, let's go back to World 1 and I'll do the stream. So, thank you very much for joining me on the inaugural episode of Let's Play Talos Principle. This time we finished the puzzles of World 2. We left behind a couple of secrets, or, well, I guess just one, a star in the main area. And we explored, we unlocked the elevator, which takes us up where we can choose Land B and C, and also we got to see the tower that we're not supposed to be climbing. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing more of this game. I'm very intrigued. I think it's a lot of fun. So thanks so much for your time and attention, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.